Hello math learners, welcome to the part 2 of our reviewer series in preparation for the pre-finals examination for grade 9 students. So now we will be discussing questions 11 to 20. So if you are new to the channel, please click the subscribe button and share this to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates. So that without further ado, let's do this. Question number 11. In a 30-60-90 triangle, if the shortest side opposite the 30-degree angle has length 6, what is the length of the hypotenuse? Is it A, 6, B, 6 square root of 3, C, 12, or D, 12 square root of 3? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, this question is very easy. Why? Because if we have the 30-60-90 triangle, there are techniques in order to solve this one. If you are given the smallest or the shortest leg, what you will do in order for you to get the hypotenuse is just multiply it by 2. And in order for you to get the longer side, you just copy the shortest side with a square root of 3. So the question here is, what is the hypotenuse? So we just need to multiply it by 2. So 6 times 2, that is 12. Letter C is the correct answer. Let's check whether we are really correct. Easy, right? So now let us go to question number 12. In a 45-45-90 triangle, if the hypotenuse is 16, what is the length of each leg? Is it A, 8, B, 8 square root of 2, C, 16 square root of 2, or D, 16 square root of 2? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, this is another special triangle we are dealing here, the 45-45-90 triangle. Now, according to the rule, if you have a 45-45-90 triangle and your hypotenuse is given, in order for you to get the measurement for each leg, what you will do is you just divide it by 2 and put square root of 2. In this case, we have 16. Divide this by 2, that is 8. And then put square root of 2, you have 8 square root of 2. Letter B is the correct answer. Let's check whether we are correct. Easy, right? So now let us go to question number 13. In a 30-60-90 triangle, the opposite side, the 60 angle has length 12. What is the length of the side opposite the 30-degree angle? Is it A, 4, B, 4 square root of 3, C, 12 square root of 3, or D, 24? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, going back to the 30-60-90 triangle, if in any case, the given is the longer side, which is the opposite of the 60-degree angle, what you will do in order to get the shortest leg is just divide the given value by 3 and put square root of 3. So in this case, we have 12. So you divide it by 3, and that is 4, and then put square root of 3. So you have 4 square root of 3. Let's check whether we are correct. Letter B. Easy, right? So my dear math learners, let us go to question number 14. What is tan 60? Is it A, 1/2, B, square root of 3 over 3, C, square root of 3 over 2, or D, square root of 3? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, this is part of the technique in using the fingers, the tan 60. So where is this tan 60? So here is the sine side, and here is the cosine side. Remember that tan has also the relationship of sine over cosine. So what you will do is, you just fold where the 60, okay, this is the 1, so you just fold, and then sine over cosine. So that is square root of 3, because this is square root of finger over square root of finger, alright? So square root of 3 fingers, and then 1 finger. Alright, so square root of 3 over square root of 1. So if that is the case, my dear math learners, what you will do is you just simplify square root of 3 over square root of 1, and that is square root of 3 over 1, which is just the same as square root of 3. Letter D. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? So I hope you got that one. So now let us go to question number 15. What is cosecant 30? Is it A, square root of 2 over 3, B, square root of 3 over 2, C, 2 square root of 3 over 3, or D, 2? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, talking about cosecant. That is the opposite for sine. All right. So remember that sine has the technique square root of finger over 2, right? So if we have 30, that would be here. Okay. So our sine is 1. So that is square root of 1 over 2 based on the square root of finger over 2. Okay. So square root of 1 over 2, which is equal to 1 half. Now, of course, remember that cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So therefore, 1 half, what is the reciprocal? That is 2 over 1, and that is equal to 2. Letter D is the correct answer. Let's check whether we are correct. Easy, right? So now let us go to question number 16. If tan theta is equal to 1, what is the value of theta assuming that theta is an acute angle? Is it A, 30 degrees, B, 45 degrees, C, 60 degrees, or D, 90 degrees? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, talking about tan theta is equal to 1, it means that tan, which is equivalent to sine over cosine, if you have an equivalent of 1, it means that sine theta and cosine theta are equal. So if you have the special angles, the 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90, the only case in which the sine and the cosine will be equal is in the middle. And what is the angle in the middle? Very good. That is 45 degrees. Letter B is the correct answer. Let's check whether we are correct. Easy, right? So now let us go to question number 17. Determine the exact value of sine 45 plus cosine 60. Is it A, 0.5, B, 1.21, C, 1.35, or D, 1.45? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, so now we are dealing with solving. So, we have here sine 45. We already know that sine 45 using the finger, that is square root of 2 over 2. Okay, square root of 2 over 2. So, let's just put that aside. Alright, now let's consider cosine 60. Now, cosine 60 here, that would be here, okay? And then the cosine side is right here. So, cosine 60 would be square root of 1 over 2, which is 1 half. So, that would be square root of 2 over 2 plus 1 half. So, square root of 2 plus 1 over 2. So, what would be the value if you have square root of 2 plus 1 over 2? Alright, that is what we need to solve. So, you can use calculator, my dear math learner, because in this case, in terms of actual value, you are really in need of calculators. Okay, so square root of 2 is 1.41 plus 1 for the 1 half, and that would be 2.41. Then divide it by 2. So that is the value of 1.21. Letter B is the correct answer. Let's check whether we are correct, my dear math learners. Easy, right? I hope you got that one. So now let us go to question number 18. Determine the exact value of cosecant 30 degrees plus tangent 45. Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, 4? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, we already have understood earlier what are the values of cosecant 30 and tangent 45. Now, tangent 45 is equal to 1, while cosecant 30 is equal to 2. So, therefore, 2 plus 1, the answer is 3. Letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. Easy, right? So, I hope, my dear math learners, you got that one. Now, let us go to question number 19. What is the measure of x to the nearest degree if sine x is equal to 5 over 11? Is it A, 8 degrees, B, 27, C, 63, or D, 82 degrees? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, now this is where we will be using our scientific calculator and make use of the function arcsine. Alright, so what you will do is, you just divide 5 by 11, and then the answer for that, you just type arcsine, then equals. And the automatic value for that one is approximately 27. Okay, so the answer for this question is 27 degrees. Let's check whether we are correct. Easy, right? So I hope you got that one. Now let us go to question number 20. What is the measure of a to the nearest degree in the figure below, given that the right angle opposite is equal to 8 and hypotenuse is equal to 14? Is it A, 35 degrees, B, 45 degrees, C, 55 degrees, or D, 65 degrees? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, let's check first our figure. Our theta is right here. So, the opposite is 8 and the hypotenuse is 15. So, based on the given, we will be using the sine ratio. So, therefore, what you need to do is you just divide 8 by 14. Okay? Then, after that, you use the arc sine function in your scientific calculator, and the answer for that one would be approximately 35 degrees. Letter A is the correct answer. Let's check if we are correct. Alright, easy, right? So, my dear math learners, I just like to congratulate you for finishing halfway of our reviewer series in preparation for the pre-finals examination. So, the question is, what is your current score? So, please share it in our comment section below. This has been your YouTube Edu Creator, Sir Ash. So, without further ado, let's go to part 3.